Hello, I'm glad you came back. Remember when we were talking about our homes? Well, I haven't drawn a picture of my home yet. I'll have to get around to that. And I don't know if you have a picture of your home yet, but I did find a great book about houses, all kinds of houses. The kind that I live in, the kind that you live in, maybe bear and lizard. Remember this book, Something Different? And the title is A House is a House for Me by Mary Ann Hoberman. Illustrated by Betty Fraser. A hill is a house for an ant. A hive is a house for a bee. A hole is a house for a mole or a mouse. And a house is a house for me. A web is a house for a spider. A bird builds its nest in a tree. There is nothing so snug as a bug in a rug, and a house is a house for me. Can you hear some of those rhymes in there? Good job. A coop, that's a house for a chicken. A sty, that's a house for a sow. A fold, that's where sheep all gather to sleep. A barn, that's a house for a cow. It is also, of course, a house for a horse. A kennel's a house for a dog. A dog is a house for a flea. But when a dog strays, a flea sometimes stays, and then it may move in on me. Thanks. I hope my Milo and my Keely don't have any fleas. Houses for rabbits are hutches. A house for a mule is a shed. A castle's a house for a duchess. A bedbug beds down in a bed. Ooh, do not tell Miss Gail about that one. Mosquitoes like mudholes or puddles. Whales need an ocean or sea. A fish or a snake can make do with a lake. But a house is a house for me. A shell is a dwelling for shellfish, for oysters and lobsters and clams. Each snail has a shell, and each turtle as well, just like chips and salsa. But not any lions or lambs. Lions live out in the open. Monkeys live up in a tree. Hippos live down in a river. Now, what do you know about me? No. An igloo's a house for an Eskimo. A teepee's a house for a Cree. A pueblo's a house for a Hopi. And a wigwam may hold a Mohi. A garage is a house for a car or a truck. A hangar is a house for a plane. A dock or a slip is a house for a ship. And a terminal's house for a train. Oh, I didn't know there were so many houses, different kinds of houses, till I read this book. A husk is a house for a corn ear. A pod is a place for a pea. A nutshell's a hut for a hickory nut. But what is a shelter for me? Oh, I like that word, shelter. And another word for house. A glove is a house for a hand. A stocking's a house for a knee. A shoe or a boot is a house for a foot. And a house is a house for, somebody's going to say, me. A box is a house for a tea bag. A teapot's a house for some tea. If you pour me a cup, I will drink it all up. Then the tea house will turn into me. Oh, that's a very familiar scene. What story do you think that's from? The Mad Hatter? I think that little girl's name is Alice. Cartons are houses for crackers. Castles are houses for kings. The more that I think about houses, the more things are houses for things. Pretty deep thinking in this book, don't you? Don't you know? And if you get started in thinking, I think you will find it is true. The more that you think about houses for things, the more things are houses to you. Barrels are houses for pickles, and bottles are houses for jam. A pot is a spot for potatoes. A sandwich is home for some ham. Or turkey. Or peanut butter and jelly. The cookie jar is home to the cookies. The bread box is home to the bread. My coat is a house for my body. My hat is a house for my, you're right, head. Perhaps I have started far-fetching. Perhaps I am stretching things some. A mirror is a house for reflections. A throat is a house for a hum. But once you get started in thinking, you think and you think and you think. How pockets are houses for pennies, and pens can be houses for ink. How peaches are houses for peach pits, and sometimes are houses for worms. How trash cans are houses for garbage, and garbage makes houses for germs. Ooh, no germs, no thank you. Ooh. No worms either. And envelopes, earmuffs, and eggshells, and bathrobes, and baskets, and bins, and rag bags, and rubbers, and roasters, and tablecloths, toasters, and tins. Uh-oh. I think there's a big mess going on here. And once you get started in thinking this way, it seems that whatever you see is either a house or it lives in a house, and a house is a house for me. A book is a house for a story. A rose is a house for a smell. My head is a house for a secret I never will tell. A flower is at home in a garden. A donkey is at home in a stall. Each creature that's known has a house of its own. Wow, that's a lot of creatures. And the earth is a house for us all. Wow, so many different kinds of houses. I'm excited to hear more about your house. I'll see you later.